This is where so many folks get into trouble because they're told to match their shoulders with the slope. Mm-hmm. Now, on a flat lie, and this is why I brought that hammer here, probably wondering about why that's here. If you're, here, stand right here on this side. So imagine you're hammering down on something, right? So notice right now everything's pretty level.
Yeah.
Now hammer this way. So notice your shoulders. Mm-hmm. They tilted, didn't they?
Yeah.
So this is you on a flat surface. You're going horizontally into there.
Yeah.
So put a little more weight into your left side. From behind. There you go. Okay. So you feel now how you'll be able to hammer that way.
Yeah.
In balance.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if I'm swinging along the surface of the ground, here, stand right here. This is through the ball toward the target. You'll never see anyone with their shoulders level through impact on tour. It's impossible. You'll always see that right shoulder much lower because we're going over there. We're not going over here at the ball. So if my shoulders were level and I'm swinging, I'm going to fall off balance on a flat lie. So can you imagine how that's going to be on a downhill slope now? Disaster. Yeah. All right. So if we stick to task, grass cutting tool, and I'm cutting grass down the slope. So notice that address, you're going to feel a lot more weight on the inside of that front foot. You're going to toe that front foot open, okay? You'll notice this is very unstable. That has tremendous stability. So notice how I'm going to stay in balance as I swing down the slope. So I'm whipping through the grass down the hill. See how super balanced that was? So it's like a one-leg swing. Remember that one-leg swing from yesterday? Okay. So nestle that in. Going to hit that draw. So now I'm getting ready to whip the club down the hill. So you're throwing your club down the hill, right? Steep slope, huh? It's like at the Masters. So, there we go. So I'm throwing the club down the slope, or I'm cutting the grass down the slope. So you see where the sole of the club is staying along the grass? So the only way to stay along the slope is this way, not this way. This, I'm already out in front of the ball. Remember how we talked about how you need to be more behind the ball?
Yeah.
So you'll really feel how the weight stays on the inside of that downhill leg. See how I'm bolted inside that downhill leg? So when you stay bolted here, it forces your butt up the hill, and that's what catapults your arms down the hill. Give it a try. Do a practice swing. I'll put a ball down for you. I'll be your caddy.
All right.
All right. So keep the pressure here. Remember, not on top of the left, inside the left. Yeah. Feel the difference now?
Yeah.
All right. So back swing, inside left. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Is the weight going to your toes, or is it staying inside the ankle? Inside ankle.
Yep.
Swing down the hill. Inside ankle. You still inside it?
Nope.
You went to the outside of it. Inside, inside. Okay. So preset the hips a little bit. There. Now do you feel from the head, through the spine, out the tailbone, everything's inside that left ankle?
I think so, yeah.
You're inside the arch here. Can you feel the suction inside your left arch?
Yeah.
So go to the top of the backswing. Is it still inside the arch?
Yep.
Swing down the slope. Is it still inside the arch, or is it rocking to the outside?
A little bit outside.
Okay, so that means to stay inside, you're going to have to let the butt return behind you, which is going to help clear your hips better. There we go. Do you feel how the butt is going up the hill?
Yep.
And that's what's keeping you inside that foot going down the hill. Right?
Yep.
Fantastic. So let's see you hit a couple shots. So nice draw. Ball back of center. Release to the right of the bolt. Keep the weight inside the arch, back and through. Okay? So you're throwing the club into a nice snap to the right of that bolt. Yeah, feel the snap now?
Yeah.
So everybody saw how nicely he released well past the ball there? So go ahead and set up. And this is the perfecting of the prediction we were talking about yesterday. Hover the club above the ball. If you throw the club in that direction into a nice snap down the hill, does it feel like you're going to miss the ball?
Yep.
Go ahead. You feel that nice snap? Yep. Now this will come off the ground. Don't worry about that, because this staying in here is going to throw the butt up the hill anyway. Okay? So you're going to stay nicely behind the ball if the weight stays inside that left arch.
Okay.
Okay. So now, if you throw the club again, does it feel like you're shaving grass down the hill?
Yep.
Throw it into a nice snap, staying inside the left arch. Oh, yeah. How did that feel?
That was better.
Didn't that feel amazingly bolted?
Mm-hmm.
So now when you get on flat, that weight can't go to the outside of the left foot. That's why it's so important that the foot be slightly open. It forces the hip back and around, and that's what's going to help you stay inside that foot. If you look at footage of Hogan, that front foot never rocked to the outside. It was always super grounded.
Right.
Okay, that was one of his best assets as a ball striker, is that lead leg. So you're throwing the club down the hill into a nice snap from inside that arch. Awesome. You feel that?
Yeah.
You feel how bolted that is?
I think I still got a little bit outside, but
You're feeling that though.
Yeah.
And that's what's really cool about this lie, is that the awareness to where the weight is on that lead foot is huge.
Oh, yeah.
And the backswing, already in your backswing, you've improved dramatically. So you don't want the weight to go to your toes. I mean, you do this in the backswing, your center of gravity just fell off the cliff. Now on the downswing, you're going to stick it in the ground or shank it or pull it, you know, any of those things. Yeah. Versus ankle, ankle. Okay? Nicely done. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next week for a ball above and ball below, where you won't ever have to worry about compensations and direction. All the best.